Tangina Baduy, ayoko. Ang labo, oh. Ang labo sa'yo, eh. Ba't record mo pa? Puwede 'yan, may way diyan, pero hindi ko alam. Meron 'yan, pero hindi ko alam paano. Ayun, kita ko na, Brame. Kita ko na. Oo, ex mo na 'yan. Tangina, gago. Pangit pala niyang morphling na 'yan.
10
Nagamit ko
seconds
yan kanina
remaining.
kasi ano, eh,
Radiant
naglalaro
team
kami ng
back.
Kuya ni Trish, eh. Naka-live ka ba? Hindi. Naglalaro kami ng Kuya ni Trish, tangina morphling lumabas. Tanginang pangit, pang single hero yung target. Yung combo niya, pangit. Puta. Pag ano na, pag clash na, puta, isa lang yung mapapatay mo ng combo. Yung ano, ethereal. Oo, tapos tangina, tas yun na yun, tanginang yan. Tangina na. Tangina, tas di pala nako-copy yung kampi pag walang Aghanims. Tanginang yan. Yung kinopya ko yung kalaban sa King, in-stun niya, in-stun ko rin siya, eh. Gago. Lab trip, eh.
10
Oo,
seconds
ganun.
remaining.
Ganda rin 'to
5
task, lagi
seconds
napipili
remaining.
'to boy, oh.
OG's turn to pick.
Earth Spirit.
Earth Spirit. Tangina, isa pang mahirap gamitin na hero 'to, eh. Alam mo ba gamitin yan? Ang daming pinipindot niyan, eh, yung may sinisipa pang bato
10
parang
seconds
tanga ang puta.
remaining.
Tas hihilahin.
5 seconds remaining.
Oo, tapos may gulong na malayo, may gulong na malapit. Gusto ko sana gamitin yun, eh.
Lower division of the
Oo nga,
Western European DPC region last season was definitely a little bit of a
ang hirap
bloodbath.
gamitin, eh.
And
Oo na, eh.
Brame, even
Gusto ko
though they
sana
had a
yun, eh.
very poor start to this season, that time around they got lucky
Pero
a
ang
little
ganda
bit
niya pang
and made it
initiate, no?
through
Pang
to the
mga ano,
upper division. Nice. Now they're here and their first series is up against
Earthshaker
OG
na
that
yan,
is playing
Earthshaker.
with Ana, and we haven't seen Ana play an official match
OG's
since
turn
we've
to
seen
pick.
him win
Gago.
Radiant
TI
team
second
pick.
time around.
Uy.
Yeah, nice. Here we
Mariska
go.
has
And
an
here
Dark
we
Queen.
go. And the draft's going on, so I'm gonna let these two talk Dota.
I mean, I
Ah,
just really
Saksa nga
quickly have to
nagdadagdag
highlight
ito
that
dyan.
interview and how hilarious it was.
Sino
This
tong
interview
Wang?
probably would happen like a week and a half ago,
Yeah,
I think,
yeah.
is when I saw
Ah,
they were scheduling those. And
10
they interview
seconds
Brame,
remaining.
Skylark's in there. I think we perform under pressure.
5
all those other
seconds
teams.
remaining.
Well, except OG, of course.
Yeah.
Except OG. Well,
Radiant
that's who your
team
first opponent
back.
is.
Sino?
Surprise!
Dito, OG.
But to be fair, does OG really have a lot
Oh,
of pressure on them? I feel like, you know, OG shows up at TI. Will they show up at this DPC? Will they be able to make that adjustment fast enough? All I know is
10
I don't envy
seconds
Sox's
remaining.
position.
Yeah.
Because if they don't do
OG's
well,
turn to
then
ban.
people are just gonna.
Jerax, welcome
Ah,
back.
okay.
Yeah, they're just. When you
Galing,
bring
ah.
Jerax
Ban
back, it's
ML.
obviously Sox's fault, even though it probably won't be. So, and there's also very little information on OG. I would say one of the biggest changes that
seconds
they have
remaining.
made by bringing back Ana and having mid one is that I felt like
5 seconds
mid one
remaining.
was not super comfortable in the harder carries. Maybe that was just more the OG playstyle. But for example, like Morphling, Ana Morphling.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Each
godlike.
morning brings a great
And you
day
can
to
now
fight.
pick that, whereas before on OG, I felt like you couldn't. They tried it twice and they lost both times.
I'm gonna say, in my short stint in the EU, this is the first time I've been here playing
OG's
carry,
turn to
and
ban.
it is really hard to find the time to farm here. Like, Snake King already talked about the pace of the game, and OG is known to be the team that really set this pace back at TI 8. Like, they were the team that said, you have to run around.
Queen of
forward.
Pain,
If
pwede.
you don't do it,
Queen
we're
of
gonna run
Pain.
you over. And it's a unique skill for the carry player of this team to be
Pin
able
of point
to
pwede.
select
OG.
carefully what fights they show up to, and then also come up with a ton of net worth. And I think that's exactly what OG needs on their team, and that's why I think they've struggled so much to replace Ana.
Radiant team
Lina.
lost.
Isa rin pwede rin
Been
Lina.
one amazing player. Like everyone they've tried, like they're all high tier players. It's just not what
Oo,
exactly OG
gago.
needs.
Kaya
And I think
mag-pick nila yan.
I really do think this is one of the few teams where one player leaving is a significant change, and even if it's
Invoker
like an
pwede rin.
equal caliber player or even
Invoker
close to
pwede.
it will make a huge difference to have on it.
Yun talaga,
Really
Invoker
looking forward to it. I
pwede.
think
Pag di
Magnus,
nila binanyo
kind of an
Invoker.
unsung hero. I've seen him a lot so far in the pubs. Like he got buffed. Battle Fury got
OG's
nerfed.
turn
What
to
else do you
ban.
need? You know, like to make a hero meta. I think Magnus
Yung
will be
ikot
seeing
na.
a lot more. Probably a 5 position.
On them because they've actually meanwhile, Brame literally were playing games like just yesterday
5 seconds
in some of
remaining.
these other smaller tournaments. So there's a lot more information out about them. I saw some early like Venomancer pick that hero now. I feel like they kind of have to get some different Skylark heroes
All
in,
of
since his heroes were very meta last patch. I think he's really good at, for example, I think Beastmaster is like Skylark through and through. And unless you're down with the new Agham's
Yeah,
Beastmaster, you
yeah.
can't really pick that.
Definitely a
hero
different
up.
hero. It's
And-
funny.
Yung meta
Being a
talaga.
Beastmaster player doesn't necessarily mean translates to this patch.
Yeah. Same goes with Lycan. Now that's a hero that really got ruined by Necronomicon being removed.
No, he's just a support that lives to bite others. Basically. Well, not really, but
I have
feels
no
that way.
clue.
I have a question. Obviously.
Ay, oo, gago. Tama.
has a really good player.
Tama ka dyan,
Did
Gagi.
win
PL.
TI twice.
True.
So, you know,
PL
nothing
na yun.
but respect.
PL, for
He
sure,
hasn't played
maganda.
officials
Counter
for
din sa pug na yun.
Close to 2 years.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. He's just that much of a
He
winner.
is the
Kaya
only
tagal
player in the
mag-farm
world
ng
I
hype
would
sa
say
PL
that
talaga na yan.
Turn
He
to
is the
pick.
prodigy.
Radiant
he
team
practiced
Enough,
IO
PL.
carry
Ay,
in
Jugs.
party queue with his friends and his girlfriend, I believe. I believe that's how
Ayaw
it went
nila
down. Am I
PL.
wrong?
Yeah, so
That's where he practiced it, right? And he won TI with it. So, I mean, it's like
He's
whatever.
that good.
There's just something about this kid that you know. You see those like 5-year-olds playing the piano, and you're
Yeah.
like, what the hell's going on? How did he know how to do that? Ana's the one player I look at and say, I don't understand how he still knows how to play this game. And I think his way of viewing the game is so unique that it probably won't get capitalized on by most teams he's on. And I think that's partially why he kind of fell out of the pro scene for a while. And OG's, I firmly believe, the one team that can make it work.
yeah, he's the wonder kid for sure. And I
TM.
think that you can stretch some of what makes Ana good to other pro players is that
TM.
that clutch factor.
Yeah.
People who can perform under
Sobrang
pressure.
lambot.
Some people have it, some people don't. Like Brian, do you think you
Austin
had it when you
TM
were
ngayon.
playing, or did you
Yes,
feel
yes.
like your performance?
I'm at this
Again,
disc.
sure.
Fair enough. I mean, I'll tell you right now,
Malambot.
I choke under pressure.
Yeah.
When it comes to playing Dota, I don't play nearly as well. When it comes to playing like in anything that has stakes to it.
I think he genuinely doesn't care.
Yeah,
He actually
like, he
is
just
like,
straight up-
he's the type where if he wins TI, I'm pretty like, I did ride
Tagal
back
pumik ng
to
Brame.
the airport
Kala
with
mo
him in
talaga
the
eh.
vans when he
Nanalo
won
eh.
TI9. He didn't seem like
Kala
anything.
mo
Like, he
talaga
just seemed like a normal day
OG's
riding in a
turn
van
to
back to the
pick.
airport.
Time.
He won
Yeah.
TI. I'm like jittering just being next to the guy that won TI, and he just doesn't care. And I was like, okay, that's cool, man. In the office.
It's how you would feel, right? When you finish up your summer internship, right?
Yeah.
10 seconds
Ginagawa mo,
remaining.
Gagi.
Definitely doesn't pay that
Ay,
well,
offlane
let me
pala
say that.
ginagawa mo, no? Huwag na.
5 seconds remaining.
Alright, so
Lahat
we just see
sila
him back.
trip
Looks
mo
like
eh.
he's gonna
Huwag
get
na
to
offlane.
play some Juggernaut. By the looks of it,
Jugmag?
and it's the
One of us.
Jugmag. It's like, yeah, we're stepping back in time. It's fine. We got the tie-down coming up from Brame. They go for two
Tapos
green
fight tayo
squads so
natin.
far. What do we think about the two teams?
I don't like
Radiant
the
team
tide
pick.
because the reason why Jug looks good here is because the first two heroes don't threaten it at all.
Pumas.
You have Pugna, Earth Spirit, which is 2 of your 3 like do stuff heroes.
Go,
You have your
kukuhan
4,
dami.
5,
Parang
2.
pangit.
Those are your do stuff heroes. You know at least 2 of those. You
Parang
know they're 2 of
hina,
those
hindi.
3 slots, and then you pick your off
Oh,
laner.
yun, pwede
Ten
pa.
seconds
Magnus
Beastmaster
mid,
or
pwede pa.
Legion or some hero that threatens Jug. you now have an answer, but now it
5
has to come from the
seconds
carry.
remaining.
And I love this brew because the first hero that comes to mind is Ursa, and brew deals with that hero
Parang
so well at almost every stage of the game. I think that's why they picked it, kind of preliminary counter, and they are going to be the Mag 5 most likely.
Yeah, it seems like they wanted an offlaner that is able to deal with Earthspirit roaming around a little bit. One thing I was a little bit surprised from watching some of the matches so far is that I expected a lot more support rotations into the mid lane to be able to deal with those water runes. Like, I feel like if
Ganda
these
kasi
fans are picking
initiate
up
yun.
bottles earlier to take
Spirit.
advantage of the
Task.
best way to
Kaya
ruin
mga
their
yan,
game,
task.
make sure they
Spirit.
just don't get that refund.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? And so maybe that's a Brame idea that they wanted to be
Well,
able
di
to
ko
have
alam.
this Earth Spirit to be a little bit more
Yeah,
free
man.
to roam. He just pulls the second
Sino ba
wave,
mag-
right?
Jerax ba yan? Earthshaker dun ah, magaling siya.
I agree with you that I don't like
Radiant
it against
team
Jug.
back.
Earthshaker. Earthshaker. Ursa, gagong kate.
So it's like they go for Ursa, it's the stereotypical counter to Jug, but
Lugi ata
I really
Jug
do think they
dito.
saw this coming
Pag
out of the
SS
gate.
ni
Like,
Ursa,
Turn to
wala
battle.
lang
Ursa
to
and
si
Brew, it's
Jug
like
eh.
the lane's okay, but in game, your status res, you
Gagi,
just get
lugi
tossed
tong
up, you
ano,
get your
OG.Ceb
overpower
sa
purged.
pick.
It does not feel
Malakas.
good because you have to buy an earlier BKB. You can't really fight until you have it. I assume he's going to go for the Battle Fury.
Parang malakas lang si
Radiant team back.
Pagpo-farm lang
Right,
Jug
because
eh.
he's such
Kasi
a
sa
single
Magus
target
eh.
focused hero that my
Pero-
shuttle realm feels really good. I can threaten him.
Gago,
with my
binansi
damage,
Invoker oh.
potentially force out an enrage. Plus, you've got lots of little disables, right? Like, it sucks when you only have like one big disable.
10
That's
seconds.
Ay, o na malamig na to. Ay, o na
The
malamig.
shard is
5
so
seconds
good
remaining.
because
Really
it
good.
doesn't matter how you get rid of the cursed crown, they'll still spawn. I love it.
They
Big
also,
fan.
I want to note that
Post
they
5,
banned
sino
Slark,
mag-mid
on
si
OG.
ano?
I actually played
Brewmaster.
last night. The last pick Slark
Ay,
into
last pick
Mag,
niya.
and the Ag Shard. Your team gets
Turn
RP'd,
to
and you
battle.
just
Storm
Ag Shard
Spirit,
on
no?
top of them. It literally ruins the RP. You can't hit anything
Gagi.
for 3 seconds.
Yeah, when I first saw that
Oh,
shard,
Storm,
I was like,
early.
okay, I guess it's better than the old AoE.
Yeah.
Oo, kaso
ultimate that they
mahuhuli
had,
lang
but,
nila.
I was like, is this really good? And then I played around
Palag-palag,
with the
Storm
demo
pwede.
testing, and it's like, okay, I mean, it's basically a second ultimate for yourself as well. Right?
Yeah.
When you pounce onto something,
Radiant
you throw that on the
team
ground,
pick.
you can
Pinupin,
save your
mga
ultimate.
ganun.
And as a Slark player, isn't it really important to
Pinupin.
hold on to your actual...
Well, yeah, the biggest thing about it is it's a separate spell, and you can use it
Yung
to save your teammates or yourself. Like, you don't. Slark is a naturally very selfish hero.
Oh,
Oh.
you see that? OG actually thinks...
Yun
this
lang
is
aganda
the
ng last pick, no?
And they
Okay.
still have
Makaka-counter
the
mo pa rin yung
Anyways,
ano eh.
Beastmasters,
Yung
they-
kalaban.
But then you're tied Ursa against Willow Brew. That sounds awful.
Pick nyo na yan.
It doesn't sound amazing.
I think they
Nag-iisip
need
pa
to
eh,
ban
no?
threats to the Jug, so I like their bans. But I just
turn
for
to
Brame,
pick.
are they really running
Keeper of the light.
tied? But that makes me hate it even more.
It
'cause-
boom.
Yeah, it just says OG don't respect that type. Yeah, they're like, oh, well, this is kind of a
Oh,
bad
pinupin
type thing.
na
Those
to.
be picking surely a different
Gago,
hero.
Ricky.
Your
And they're
hero.
not. And wow.
Is he gonna go Meteor Hammer? Is my question.
Post 5 speed
Wait, so
3.
who's playing which?
I hope
It's
not.
it's almost certainly a Thompson, Ricky.
Sino
Because
mid?
no, because it's a set mag.
5 Brew.
Yeah,
Magnus
it's
mid, no?
For sure, right? For sure.
Kasi
New Sleeping Dart got
Mid.
nerfed, so I don't think...
humble
Sleeping Dart got
Jug.
buffed.
No, because you can now attack to remove it.
Yeah,
Or something.
yeah, it's good though.
So, but that means you can't just like
Mahal
nightmare
siguro
somebody,
ng
like,
Jug na
literally.
to.
The shard's like strictly better.
Okay,
They buffed it.
never mind.
Yeah, it's strictly
Fair enough.
I don't know if you guys noticed the name that Anna's carrying game right now.
I didn't see it.
Humble God.
There's some.
I feel like that's a meme. I feel like No Tail called him that.
Lugi lang to siguro kay Ricky, no?
Alright, so I think
Pag
it's clear that
na-silence.
both of you like OG's draft a lot better than what Brame is bringing to the table, but I'm very curious to hearing what people do think Brame should do well this game in order to have a shot.
They just have to snowball Ursa's lane. Pretty sure that's the only way.
Oh, Ursa
If
top.
Ursa
Safe
struggles
lane.
against these AoE controls from like the Willow, the Ricky Silence. You have to get that BKB, and then they have a lot of ways to kite you as well. So I just feel like as long as the lanes go even remotely decent for OG, their game plan is just more well-rounded.
Yeah, you don't have to play that matchup very often, but full screen really screws you over for Time Hunter. He needs to have a good game. And one of the ways they can give him a good game is off of sacks. They do have a coddle, so that is a possibility.
Mas maganda pa yung Pugda na ano. So, mahal yan eh, yung espada na yun ni Jug.
Okay, well, let's see if they can, or let's see if
8K
the
yun.
first game. We're gonna head over to our
8K
commentary duo
ata.
of Moxie.
Well, thank you so much, Shooter. This is the match that everyone has been very excitedly waiting
Prepare
for.
for
The return
battle.
of Anna. It's gonna look good here. What do you think we're gonna see, though?
I mean, he's playing Jug in a pretty nice
How
matchup.
is it
with
you
this
have
guy.
not
Looks pretty damn good. Sure, Decrepify can be a little bit annoying to play around, but with spin being so prevalent in a lot of the way that these builds do work anyway, yeah, looks like a good matchup for him. And hey, we've got a lot of fun. We also do have Ceb on his Magnus, and then we also have Topson playing one of his like most signature heroes that I feel like I always see him trying to sneak into a draft of Ricky. So yeah, some real good fun on their side and some crazy scale potential, right? Like look at OG if they get it to super late games. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know how you deal with that if you're Brame, but you know, like I said earlier on the panel, they have to make sure that this Ursa is going to snowball. And you know, we do have Dominant on his Earth Spirit. Do you think he's going to be able to assist and make enough things happen?
Peekaboo?
Malaki pusta namin dito.
I think that they can actually do a pretty decent amount with him because he can this lane for the for Bundle can actually apply a decent amount of pressure. Force the wave in so hard versus the lane. I think that they can look to actually pressure these towers really early on. I look at OG and they are pretty lacking at push in general, and you are playing versus the Pug9 Coddle where you can refresh, you know, chakra for the blast, double blast on these towers. You have high in the front line. I think that Brame does kick up the pace. Taking these buildings and get a good advantage. There's a chance, right? You know, there's always the X factor of Magnus that just makes games really stressful about breaking high grounds. I still definitely. They love late game. They love the late game.
30 seconds.
Well, but do have a very high pace draft coming out from the side of Brame here, as you said. So very interesting to watch. Of course, you know, SSA Spartan,
Siya yung
Keeper
humble
of the
god.
Light. Keeper of the Light, of course, did get some changes.
Si Ana yung
so
humble
May the
god.
not gonna
light
be
keep
quite
you.
as
May the light keep you.
quite as good as he was before. I believe there's no longer a.
What did you
Reupload.
expect?
No, there is not. However, your Illuminate can heal, so it can.
Mid-game.
It can change a
The
little
battle
bit, right? Like, it could maybe
begins.
work decently with the draft with the heal instead of
Okay na.
it all depends. Set it up as dominant.
Nakuha agad yung bounty. Kagandang kay OG.Spirit
Pretty
eh.
good. It's a nice start going out to the side of Brame, but they're gonna need to do even more than that. So
No.
watching with a lot of interest.
Mana!
Curious to see how the lanes are going to
Topson.
go. I want to see how this 5 Brewmaster does versus the Tide, because he doesn't really need to do like Juggernaut in this matchup. It's just you can actually set up for a lot of kills. We'll probably see some patience when we watch Saksa what he does, because he did start with boots on this Willow, so that tells me he's gonna be checking runes. He's gonna be shifting around his positioning a lot in this game.
I definitely think that's where Saksa really should be, being able to be very mobile and kind of put that pressure down on the map and make it known. So, be interesting to watch for sure. Drop the brambles.
Dito sa mid. Ito.
It looked like a pretty good opportunity, but
Ako, paano karate gagawin niya
just
dito?
chilling for now.
Hirap
Just
nito.
gonna roll on over here, make sure he blocks up the camp.
Done. Watching both sides. Yep. Dire side also block the small camp pull as well. Yeah.
Lost so small, the world will hardly notice.
Forces the Ricky. Maybe it's just either for a good matchup or just an overall good thing in the game.
Maraming tango talaga kakainin yung Topson na ito.
Does not sound fun.
No, this definitely is very difficult for him. He's going to constantly be getting blasted. He's going to be decrepified. But of course, you know, like you said, OG, they play for the late game. They've got something up their sleeves or in their pockets in some cases, right? With this little Ricky, but they'll have to be careful here.
He's playing nicely, dodging a couple of the blasts here with either like a blink strike, a blink past it, or a
You
he's
get
trying
nothing.
to maximize and not take too much.
Ganda ng money shot ni OG.Ceb.
Luke is taking a lot of damage. He's hit 2 of these brambles, but it's going to be just fine here. Does need to be a bit careful, especially with that shockwave pulling right back in.
Sakit
That's a
ng
fun
OG.Ceb.
combo. Skewer through those.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Now you're fish food.
There goes the boots, unfortunately.
They're also quite annoying. You're just like, you're gonna land until you can't do anything. You click your after shock when you're in the root and you just stand still. You do a little jump in motion, jump in place.
Yeah, I can't do a whole heck of a lot.
These lanes, they're doing pretty good in the last department.
Well, no, looks like Spartan's gonna be fine here. They wound up here with the Shadow Realm, hoping maybe they could get that angle, but not gonna find it this time around, so still no first blood. But plenty of chances to try to get it.
Yeah, Ceb a little off the mark there. Spartan had 10 wand charges, or 10 stick charges too, so he knew he had to pull it
Ganun
back.
dito sa mid eh. Makakita mo yung ano eh.
Yeah, the
Diferensya
last
ng
checking
ano
him
eh.
out. Look, even Tidehunter's even doing really
God
well.
ng
They're forcing a lot of
Dota eh.
spins. Late at the moment. Looking hot for Brame.
Well, that's exactly how they need to be playing this here, and making that space, trying to take towers early. And allow this Ursa to really come online.
More spam ability.
It was inevitable.
What did you expect?
I feel like that's gotta be like tradition though for Brame at this point, right? You know, as I say, Spartan usually the first one to go down here.
KOD.
And it's just a tradition live.
Yeah, I wish sometimes I'm seeing these mid laners lately when they can super push the mid in, they actually run in and take the opposing 3-minute bounty run if you have a bottle. I wish you could actually go for stuff like that this game because he's playing versus control pushing lane in.
There's so many runes that are available now as well. It's actually wild. We're talking about in the back room about how, you know, that 5 minutes comes up and the night comes through and you're like, oh, I feel like I should be doing something right about, but there's nothing there. I started
It feels a little awkward.
Galing rin mag-dodge nito ni Topson.
It should be some big thing, but stop you. We'll get claimed. So we'll get the bottom one. Wish builds up his bottom on that.
And a little bit more pressure here over in this mid lane. Just tossing out a couple hits on the tower. But not too far behind here over here on Topson, really.
Up top.
Topson's dominant. Yeah, down he goes.
Sorry.
Spin of the humble god.
Iyak din talaga yung
But it still continues to be the same thing. Like on a CS, 13 to the 26 at the Tidehunter. Skylark, he's got you to start, and he wanted to already
Oh, palis eh, no?
Very confident just standing up. It's the fact that he has the Brewmaster with the jug that makes it just you can't threaten the Tidehunter at all with the jug. So, well, normally if you had any other rate support, constant harassment into a spin.
Kalaban mo lang dito kay Pugdeng, mana talaga eh. Pag naubusan ka ng mana, wala ka ng kwenta.
They chose to make it the 5.
They did. Ooh, that shockwave dragging back focus. Do they have enough though? The shadow realm, the boom comes out, and down goes the bear. Mid lane, the roll in coming out over here on Topson. He's immediately gonna try to go and just circle away. And then throwing out a couple more hits, but is indeed out of region right now. So it's gonna be a bit rough. Top lane, Skylark is gonna be able to just teleport on out. There's no way to cancel that TP right now. He's feeling absolutely fine.
Pamalis na spirit.
TPs to the tower as well, so he can stay up there.
Boom! Sa pulang.
Down goes
Galing.
Topson. Big hit from Wayne.
Galing tong Earth Spirit.
I like seeing him making moves around the catapult. Unfortunately, their catapult is so they can't actually turn this into a bit of a push, but continue to apply pressure. We've moved through dominant so far. These 3 lanes continue to get this good farm, even though OG have found themselves 3 kills. We are seeing the overall power of these heroes.
Talaga.
What they're up against. Looking good.
I also like the fact that,
Control.
oh yes, that's very, very important, especially when you have a Pugna here. But I like the fact that Brame is really just playing their style of Dota still, you know? They
Ay,
still have
oo,
a team
alam
that
ko
they're
na.
a little bit worried
Napapanood
about
ko
with,
yun.
of course, OG, but that hasn't deterred them from just playing super aggressive.
Yeah, I like that they even like just put it out there the way that they open up their draft, right? First turn straight to the popper, that just means that's a kind of a statement. You're going for a certain strategy right away inside the game.
Stomina making his way over to the
Dire's
top here.
middle tower is
And
under
now
attack.
Humble
Are
God.
scanning.
Spins coming out again. He talked about him
Radiant's
just
top
being so
tower
tanky.
is under
Able to do a
attack.
whole heck of a lot. Stomina looking for the roll. Is going to be able to connect it over onto No Tail. Skylark making his way over. Would love to get the final hit. And down goes No Tail. As Wish gets back here in this middle lane.
Not fair. Very nicely done. 2k lead.
Oh, ayun. Jungle tapos lane.
Stack start. I almost said sock.
Yeah.
Stack.
Farman lang silang pareho.
Saksa? Saksa? I like it.
Stacks.
Yeah, that was a little close there, but they do have the ward on the side. They were aware that, of course, as Spartan was sitting off on the side, and we saw Topson had already kind of bent for the dodge and had No Tail, of course, right behind him, so he had a blink available.
But they're being annoying. Look, even Spartan comes mid. He just continues to blast.
Saan sa baba?
Shot the blast from the
Vader.
Pugna too, and just cancel the Sal from Topson. They want this early tower. They want to get it. They know you know, we're playing for stacks. There's gonna be some stacks. So if they want to start getting this invasion going, start
Ang
getting
malaki.
Bottom lane looks like the Willow was considering just teleporting out. Found themselves a little treat there.
Mid.
Over in the mid lane, the kick back over on the side. They take tail, no tail. Now Stomina is going to try to run away here from Topson. He's not going to be able to do it. But there's a help allow Topson to run away.
Dire's middle tower
Topson yan
is
eh.
under attack. Dire's structures.
It's there though. He's probably gonna buy another.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Gold
attack.
sentries, right? Quite nice for the side of OG.
Na-push na yung mid.
I do love this strat though.
Dire's
just
middle tower
constantly
has
just
fallen.
giving the chakra magic over to Wish,
Radiant's
ripping down the
bottom
tower, and like you
tower
said,
is
they
under
pull out
attack.
that sentry and immediately do work.
When you see that jump from the Ricky, you know like how the hell does he see me in the tree line? So nicely done, good awareness, and they will force even the jump, even on TP back to the base with the Skylar treasure.
Look at these tasty stacks that they can pick up now. That feels so bad right now. Not so much hard to go and put up these stacks. Gotta protect them, guys.
I mean, perfect stuff so far from Brame, honestly. Sure, they've given up a couple kills here and there, but overall, the way that they're looking really solid right now. Invading, knowing that the stacks are there, putting the pressure onto mid tower. Now we'll probably see Wish go toward top.
Empower.
Maybe trying to get a kill first.
Got the Aether lens completed. The
Radiant
roll over here towards the Ricky, but not gonna be able to quite follow up now.
Shockwave yun ang ano eh.
I think about going back in there. I can see the pings. Skylar just doing side under thing.
OG is at the moment. OG cannot.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
These two can actually apply so much pressure on this map. And now we're seeing OG.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They're getting a little sick of Wish's shenanigans.
The little green gobbo there. I guess he's a skeleton, right? Not quite a goblin.
It kind of looks like that.
Right?
Oo nga, no.
Must be Jenkins. But top lane, they throw down the brambles. Saksa immediately goes into the Shadow Realm, throws out the cursed crown. We'll be able to stop
Dire's top tower is under
Get a
attack.
little bit close to that little fairy.
Gank talaga eh.
I mean, I'm just looking at the way the map is positioned at the moment. This is so excellent for Brame. Like, Spartan's able to chill up, bottom and pressuring, gathering creeps, and also pressuring the tower. While OG
Dire's top tower is under attack.
sticking around each other, they're not able to really make their own aggressive moves. They're having to be responsive. Here, Brame needs to keep this up. As, you know,
Dire's top tower is under
eventually
attack.
win those powers. This is some really good stuff. Focus
The
is
dagger kaya ito
close to the battlefield.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Smoke coming out from the
Ursa.
side of OG.
Dire's
Gonna
top
see if they
tower
can make
is under
something
attack.
happen with Trio.
Yeah, Brew is
Bilis lang din magkwento eh. Second
He
skill
really
niya.
wants it versus Pugna. It adds a big
Radiant's
element to just
bottom
kill the
tower
Pugna
is
there.
under attack.
What else is going on? Skylar is of course taking that
Dire's
top
top
tower.
tower
And
has
Stone
fallen.
and the teleporter coming out. That's the Ravage. Even though they have that terror,
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Looking away over here at Skylark.
Say,
Already went down during the early portion of the fight, so they do manage to collect on the Brewmaster.
But Chaos, that's OG.
Radiant's bottom tower
Brings
is
the one
fallen.
and then bottom two against Omni slash one. So, you know, really good. These the Willow just getting 6 for that terrorize there too, perfectly done. So Ravage kind of wasted there for Brame, and OG benefits quite heavily.
A move that was necessary. Again, we've yet to see Ceb come on in here with the RP just yet, so they still have that threat, but they're going to respond with their own smoke gank here. There is a double damage on the small burn spot. I'm sure they're expecting someone to show Oh, and then the next Spartan thinks Ricky runs up the side by himself. Right? I'm not sure you want to fight this, Brame. I'm gonna consider it.
Contest. Yeah, they really want to try to contest this triangle because they know how weak OG is. Like, Brewmaster ult's down,
Boy.
Omni Slash is down, Willow is down. Like, they want to try to invade this triangle.
They're going for the roll.
Sure.
Ceb runs away.
Tangina yung piniting niya. Lalaban ka? Lalaban kaya to. Laban to.
Dire's
Dami
bottom
yun,
tower
eh.
is under attack.
SS na tayo dyan.
Topson, he was hoping he could grab Dominant here. Not gonna be able to quite find it, but hold on.
Double kill stop.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Ang galing ni Topson.
Teleports coming out, the buyback from
Galing ni Topson.
they need to get
Okay,
something
sir.
from this. Look at Topson, look at Honest, they're coming right back in again.
Radiant's bottom tower
Oh,
is under
galing
attack.
na.
Skylark now chasing after them is silenced up, but again, he's a big tank.
Parang PA din pala ito sa Rigi.
And it's still not anything to cancel out the teleport from Honest, so he is out. No problem here. Saksa's gonna be able to flip those little wings away, but take a look. They still have the stock.
Skylark, he's like, I don't care, we all died. I'm
Topson needs to be very careful here. They're gonna try to go back in. Topson looking at Wish with the goo eyes. He'd love to get his characters. Needs a little bit of assistance. They do manage to use the Decrepify. I hear on the other side. Oh, no tail goes down. Your time. Look at He's gonna go down here. Hear the big old bear. Anna flexing away over here. There it is. There's a little battery coming out from Wish as he keeps them online. And now Anna, he's left pretty much alone to set their box. But there's not much that he can do. Topson jumps right back in again. Does have that shroud as he chases after Wish, but he cannot get this kill. And Skylark
Radiant's
just
top
swinging
tower is
around
under
in the middle
attack.
of all of them, throwing out the taunt. Says, come and get me, OG, if you dare.
And RP's back up in 10 seconds, and I'm glad the entirety of that last 2-minute fight that kind of just went on. And man, this is what we want to see though from the game.
Yes, hindi pa sumasama kasi kaya
You know OG
medyo
gonna bring the
baby
battle
pa.
back to you. I love that they're just
Yan na.
attempting to
Siguro
go
sa
that background.
paparm
By
lang.
the way, most of the ancients still threw the big
Sila,
ones, but
farm ka lang.
some good stuff, even though they all got wiped.
Malakas na yan, next game.
I got a lot of space from this, and so did Topson, to be honest. They got a lot of the big kills. Topson actually had the it felt like he was a lot more behind.
Dapat lang.
The coddle is just straight food. Every time more Spartan shows his face, he's just gonna pretty much instantly die to Topson.
I'm pretty sure Spartan is very used to that, though, to be quite honest.
That's true.
He is definitely the long-suffering support
Radiant
side
are
of
scanning.
Brame. But yeah, you know,
Dire
I like the
are
fact that, you know,
scanning.
these skirmishes keep breaking out. I don't even know if you can call them skirmishes at this point, right? Because they
Wala
last
na
for so long. All my years of casting SA Dota have
Mag-SNY pa si Urus, ha? Ang parang
top tower is, of course, getting plinked away here by Seb.
SNY.
Have those Greaves online too, and the Blinks.
Dapat ang talagang ito.
I like that. I like that he's gone
Like,
through his dreams
BKB
game
ko
around
na
this
to, eh.
season. Like, I think it's really nice.
O kaya dagger. Bashet. Dagger dapat ko.
Healing Ward, they have Greaves. It could trip up Brame quite a bit if they don't
SNY pa.
You didn't see that
Skylark
coming.
just
Inevitable.
enjoying the view over here by the side.
Oh, diba? BKB, pinilitan niya. Taga
But you see some movement coming out now from the side of Brame as they're
Bakit
headed
yun?
over towards this top side of the Dire jungle. They throw down a ward.
Oh.
They can get some vision.
Are they gonna try forcing the rush? Okay. They have the flags
Yeah.
on Skylark.
Who's
They
that?
have the clutch when they break the
this-
link.
this is good. Patay ko.
Be very careful. There's
That
Smoke
is
of Deceit, of course, up and running. You can see a
Boy,
very
yeah.
good. Look at this line that they
Radiant's
have to
middle
cross.
tower
In fact, they
is
get
under
the
attack.
So the side from the back of them. Actually, look at this. You got
Good
Candace
lang siya.
running after SSA
Naka-pipe,
Spark.
ay naka-ano, speed pa yan.
Lines Focus just can't figure out where he wants to go. He sees Sub over there. No tail. All right, split is over. To work in their favor, but Topson on the back line, hoping maybe that he can get a quick
Ay,
kickoff, make this a little bit easier for him. There's no more step yet over onto Spartans, though. He is going to do
Ay, ilang SS2, ano eh. Talaga naman yun.
Did buy back on Spartan for this, but now, okay, they're gonna buy back now on Seth. To get this really he needs to be a little bit careful here. Double damage on Topson, though. You absolutely blow one of these before, or maybe even the player here is supposed to get dropped.
Beefy. He's too much of a wall for them to get through. He's just putting himself in this river outside rush. Trying to give a lot of respect to it. Now with no split available, they had to use it that last time to try to get these kills, and they're still eager. You know, that ED on top still wants to try to find something. Again, fucking Skylar.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Him down again. Randall gets thrown down. Snowman should be able to roll on out. Another Illuminate getting tossed. They have a nice position over here. Uh-oh. Skylar, need to be careful. Though without the DD, maybe not as easy to take down. They'll use that defusal, though. Silence up. Oh, the
Gago, nag-SS2. Nakulitan mo.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
As they chase after Ana, which is trying to hold up, and he is just so tanky. The Illuminate knows that they're all going to be around here. Does need to be careful though. Topson aware that he's in this vicinity. And look at this big old Tide Hunter. They have nothing to cancel off this teleport coming out from that Dark Willow, but that's like all their big armor.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Sam finally landing to solidify the fight. There's still, you know, Roche is still on, still fighting up the end. Brame might not back away, but there is no Magnus RP and there is no Omni Slash, so we'll see what they do make of that sensation.
That RP
These
looked
crazy fights.
so much better than I thought it was. And we do have a sleeping turned down over on Topson.
He did get it, okay.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good item in particular versus Ursa. You can just, like when he pops in range, you just sleep him and ignore him and go back. He also can then ignore the Tide Hunter in a lot of situations. So there's some hidden potential.
Look at this. There's the Ravage off. They get no tail immediately. And you can see Seth waiting, patiently looking for the opening. They're all grouped up. Topson gets the kill onto the Tide.
There will be another time to fight.
Just misses Whis. He gets the two.
I thought Focus was dead there for sure, but
I have no idea how he gets out, yeah.
too loaded.
Baby, I guess Basher.
Topson?
He's very low.
Baby.
Yeah, he's out of there. Get a smoke though. Oh, if he was a little bit slower actually on that
Radiant
teleport, he would have
are
broken that
scanning.
smoke.
Opa, yung baby na yun.
Bad luck there for Topson. Good luck for Brame, depending on how you want to look at it.
Big fan of actually how Wish is built, decided to build this build in this game.
Dire
For his
are
own Ghost
scanning.
Scepter, so he can always use Decrepify on his teammates, and also then he can protect himself overall versus the Dispel, Master. So there's a lot of different ways covering and protecting himself. And
The split gets used here, but Saksa taking a lot of damage. He'll turn right back around. Look at the he's gonna buy back. You got Sky like he's a big tanky boy, so they're just trying to ignore him, but they're just ripping apart these pandas and they want to be able to double tap. Sky like kind of high and drive on the back. He's gonna be able to survive. Gets the Ravage off. That's a ball on top. He was something he wanted, which, but he's not gonna be able to get it because of Martin. He won't be able to get himself a kill here. Ram will hold him at the blade of the storm and all. He's hungry. He wants that kill on no tail. Focus is gonna have a big angry bear here. Throws out the enraged chain. Take it. It's not gonna be the one who gets the trap. Trap the fire on the
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
is doing so much Getting the right ones every time. It's really good stuff coming out of this.
Your song has fallen into the wind.
Really solid ways of fighting here from Brame and OG. They're not able to battle back. You know, Ceb having to use that buyback in the last team fight overall, it's really stagnated his growth. He doesn't have the Greaves finish. Now he got the blink after the fight finished. So positioning is just really difficult for OG to take any of these fights. Just get a good start. Brame can just walk in, let the Tidehunter give all the information to the and then the team picks him up.
Hindi ko masyado na.
I mean, it helps when you're a big
Hindi
beefy
ko
lad that
napansin
no one
masyado.
can kill.
For the Maria!
But now he's got a blink dagger. I don't even think he
Pag naglalaro na, parang hindi na pa napipikon. Kahit yung TI nila, no? Parang poker face lang. Hindi rin siya poker face eh. Basher na nga, tama na. PKB. Nabash pa. Dug. Lusaw. Ang araw naman kasi nauuso eh. Boy.
something like a pickoff, but they're moving as 5 here. In fact, they don't drop the board immediately. Here's Mark backing off the roll forward bell. They're going to try to take out No Tail. Down he goes immediately. The wolf is coming in here. They turn it. It's not trying to get up. Here with the Brame lead forward. They'll be able to go. They get take down Topson. Not quite yet. Looks like he's going to be a alive by the Humble God's healing ward here.
Hello,
Now you're
Vita.
fish food.
He just purchased that gem. With a very
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are
Only
fortified.
prolong this tower a little bit longer here, guys. This bear is gonna get back up, and he's gonna be angry.
no row shot available.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They did get
It's a
three
buff.
heroes killed, but now the OG's back up in full force with their ults. And there is no damage, so we have to expect OG. Bottom lane's in a decent spot. Mid, they're pushing out. I think there's it's likely they might go smoke movement. Yeah, we see that again. For focus. There's actually a pretty good pick up.
Big smiles going.
And OG, as we said, ulti's down. Ravage is not up.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Look like they've managed to go and get in the kills, but they have managed to collect some of that map presence again here as they took over the triangle.
Dire's
Again,
top
focus
tower
bottom
is
lane.
under attack.
Continue to farm it up. But it does feel, again, it's been a very tight game. So Dire not less than 1K.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Someone needs to be careful. Kind of stuck on the little, the pseudo cliff.
Good thing he got stuck on. If he rolled even like just a little
Yeah.
bit further, he was landing right in front of a jug in the back. Noctown's just sitting smoked inside the pit, waiting and waiting.
There's a double damage bottom.
Oh yeah, focus is right by that too.
Yeah, I hope he's. Yeah, I think he sees it.
Double damage.
Oh,
All right, it's go time.
20. They still don't have Ravage though. So
Skylar? He needs to be careful. Oh, the blink away.
Dire's
hanging
middle
out
tower
on the pit.
is under
Got a big angry bear. Basher and BKB. Then
palipad. Pinalipad ng Philippine Souls.
leaving the area.
Hindi nakahit.
Oh, the jump forward. They want this. They're gonna be able to get into double kill now for Topson. And just chasing after a fairy. They can't quite get it forward on her, but you know what? No Tail will be able to get the kill on the bear.
Bakis.
Oh my god. They're gonna tip him. As soon as that BKB gets popped, he is so like they have so much control.
Thank you.
Oh, dear. Jab.
Haste.
That was a
Indeed.
brutal one.
It was
The
a
way that they take it too, it's the way that he
Radiant's
skewers,
top
like,
tower
he's
is under
instantly
attack.
Because I think he knew Skylar was gonna blink and ravage, so he tried to pull the fight.
Radiant's middle tower
deep
is
here.
under
They want
attack.
this kill on Spartan. They're just gonna push him right back over to the
Radiant's middle barracks is under attack. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Nakabuhay-buhay.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
dig into the face, so
Women and children and
no tail, but they've already lost some of these buildings, and the pressure is on
Radiant's
11K
top
now.
tower
We're
is
losing
under
the tail.
Radiant's
The
top
tower
tower
on their way
has
out.
fallen.
Feeling pretty powerful right now.
Yep, they got what they came for. No Tail never came. They got Philly. They got Philly.
Okay, so they're gonna go for Heaven's Halberd now. Just pick that up on Tidehunter.
Anything you can get to try to.
He's also very in the face as a Bulldog.
Oh, and I actually did say that they were able to recover the gem on the side. OG, they actually did. I think that's
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Kidding me? You kidding me?
Why
The
prolong?
MKB
Why
is now
prolong
completed
the
for the
inevitable?
Ursa, so...
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I'm just concerned about... Look how fast he's gonna help forward.
Ano yun?
Radiant are scanning.
I owe you one.
While the rest of OG was playing Dota, Adam was studying the blade.
Yung nakakapitol eh, no? Pagka ikaw yung ano, mag-prepare. Tapos may logis ko ang theory. Hindi lang pag-uusap.
Tower's just getting chopped.
Ano, hindi nag-BBB.
Feels bad, man.
Wala rin ba?
Radiant's
Naka-silent.
bottom tower is falling. Radiant's bottom tower is falling.
Ana is just looking at them now. So I think they're getting tossed out by
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Bye,
do a lot of
bye.
things, but he doesn't seem to care.
Radiant's
He's
bottom
gotten Aegis.
barracks has fallen.
No, no, Kailangan na siguro may buyback kayo.
Dominant was just too far out.
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
Now for the
Kaya pinasok na po.
Radiant's middle tower.
Galing. Inano na lang nila yung Ursa talaga. Target nila. Tapos na.
Getting on top of hero.
Tapos ang galing ng ano. Gusto ko mag-Reiki bukas. Mag-Reiki ako. Pa-practicing ko. Ang galing. Puta ito. Ito. Eh boy, tulog na ako. Salamat. Thank you.